Hello and welcome to Top 5 Wednesday here at CSD Fantasy. This week I'm looking at the top 5 fantasy surprises from week 1. Starting off, we have Charles Clay from the Buffalo Bills. Clay had 9 targets and caught 4 of those for 53 yards. That is 13.3 yards per reception average. He also managed to score 1 touchdown. Breaking down his targets, he saw 4 targets to the short left, 3 targets to the short right, and 1 each to the deep left and short middle. Most of his yards came from the targets to the deep left, while the short sides were very ineffective if we disregard a touchdown to the short left. Clay scored a total of 11.3 fantasy points in week 1. Nelson Agholor is my next surprise. He had 8 targets for 6 receptions and gained 86 targets from his workload. That is a 14.3 yards per reception gain. And as Clay, he also scored 1 touchdown. Breaking down Agholor's targets, he spread the field a lot with only having more than 1 target to the same zone in the short right and short middle. He was good all over the field with only the deep middle with no yards. His touchdown came on the deep throw to the left after a scramble from Carson Wentz for an incredible touchdown. Agholor scored a total of 14.6 fantasy points in week 1. The first rookie is Tarik Cohen. He had 17 targets or carries in week 1 and had 8 receptions. A whopping 133 yards in his first NFL game with 9.6 yards per touch. He had 1 touchdown and he was very effective on throws to all short zones and scored his touchdown on the throw to the short right. He had 4 for 51 running outside the left end and 1 for 15 running out the right side end. Cohen scored a total of 17.3 fantasy points in week 1. Stefon Diggs had a great game for the Vikings. He had 8 targets for 7 receptions, gained a total of 93 yards for 13.3 yards per reception, with 2 touchdowns in the game. Breaking down his targets, he had a concentrated game with targets only coming in 3 zones. His targets yielded a lot of yards in 2 of the 3 zones, with the short right being the odd one out, but gaining 1 of his touchdowns. Diggs gained a total of 20.7 fantasy points against the Saints. My biggest surprise of week 1 is Kareem Hunt. He had a combined 22 targets and carries and caught the ball 5 times for 246 total yards against the Patriots of all teams. That is 6.5 yards per touch in his first NFL game and 3 touchdowns. Breaking down his targets, he saw mostly short ones with 1 huge one that gained most of his yards and 1 of his touchdowns to the deep right. Hunt ran all over the field with success, with his biggest one is a 1 for 58 outside the left end, with the other zones pretty evenly distributed. He scored a total of 40.6 fantasy points. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more weekly content. And as always, the spreadsheets are dark and full of terror.